There is a reason my family lied, of course. They don't want to be held accountable for ignoring what was happening for so many years. My aunt is afraid that she could still be charged for knowing about my father's abuse and neglecting to do anything about it because my mom chose the life she chose. The whole family knew. That's the fucked up bit. When I was growing up, every adult in my family, no matter how far away they lived, they knew that my dad was beating us and sexually assaulting me. They knew that it was a war zone in that house. They knew because my grandma was an open book. And she needed to talk to people because she didn't like what was happening in that house. And the only people my grandma had to talk to were the other adults in her family that she created. She told you, Kathy. You could deny for the rest of your life that you had ever any knowledge of what was happening to your little baby sister in that trailer for 30 years. You can deny to everybody. You can even deny to your God. But deep in your heart, you knew. You knew, and you still had the audacity to deny it when I finally spoke out. Because that's the kind of family I have. And I haven't gone back on what I've said, and I never will. Because it's the truth. After originally telling 10,000 people that I was a stinking liar and there was never any abuse and never any mental health conditions and never any of it, eventually Kathy did admit to knowing what was happening in that house. She admitted it. She knew the whole time. And she still told 10,000 people it didn't happen. Abuse affects everybody differently. Some people will do anything they can to keep from ever acknowledging it, even after the abuser is dead. My sisters act like he can still hurt them. It's not their fault. They think he can. Because the abuser makes himself seem that important that even after death he can still hurt you if you speak out. It's the power of abuse. That's why it's so hard to talk about it, to be honest about it. Because you always feel like they're watching. Just waiting for you to be alone again. Waiting for them to get their chance to get at you again. I'll never be ashamed that I spoke out about my truth. But I'll forever be ashamed about my family denying it to so many people to make sure that nobody would ever listen to me no matter how much I speak.